So I just purchased a pair of the on-stage SS7747v2. It's the one to your left. As you can see, the difference in a screwed in to the subwoofer on the left pole there is quite short versus the other pole that I have. So the one on the left is the on-stage subwoofer shaft SS7747, and it's just a comparison of how short the thread into the subwoofer is. Also, to the left of the video is the on-stage SS7747v2. As you can see, it's not a circular rounded top portion of the pole to have your speaker sits on. Now, since that is the design, it gives the speaker a lot of play. So the pole on the right has a circular design. So I'm not sure, is there a slip-on adapter to make the left pole become a circular like the one on the right. This here, after you tighten it up before you crank up the speaker, it became loose after you crank the speaker up or down. No matter how tight you want to tighten it down, but once you crank or lower down the speaker, it always comes loose. I think design should have been that instead that when you screw it in, it just stops right there. It doesn't go all the way in to have the set screw kind of tighten itself up if it has some sort of thread to catch onto that. So yeah, once the knob set screw sit in there, it has a very high potential that you're gonna lose this knob here because it doesn't have a place where it can hang on to it. Even with this lace here, it gets in the way when you're trying to crank it up. So I have this adapter from previous purchase of the on-stage stand. This is will not be the answer to having some plays when you have the speaker on, because when you had this put on, it will not fit your speaker. It's too big. So okay, now I'm gonna put the speaker on and you will see, number one, that it's not sit on straight and there's a lot of play. Now I'm very particular in my setup. I want everything to be proportional. You can probably see from the video there, it's tilted. So here's the play that I'm talking about. Okay, and this speaker, the EV ZLX, has a set screw in the back here to tighten it up as well. So I'm gonna tighten that up all the way through, and you can still have plays on it. Okay, and another tidbit before you put your speaker on, to make sure you have enough clearance to crank it up, or otherwise if you have it low and then put the speaker on and you found out that you can't crank it up because it's too low, now you have to take the speaker down and then crank it up to give yourself some clearance to put the speaker on. Now you have to put the speaker on again. So that's just another tidbit. Before you put the speaker on, make sure you give yourself enough clearance to do it. I found that if you want to give yourself enough clearance, is that go past the second hole, and that should give you enough clearance for almost every speakers that you put on. And you know, as you can hear in the video there, you see I've already tightened the set screw in the back of the bottom of the speaker where the pole sits, and it still you know, has a lot of play. So I'm not sure it's because of the top pole is not fully circular like the rest of the subwoofer pole, so I don't know. All right, and this is, by the way, the on stage cranked up subwoofer pole or shaft, model SS7747v2. This runs about $105 before tax per stand. So I got two of these, and the maximum capacity load is 145 pounds. So it's, you know, it packs a lot of punch in terms of how much it can, you know, hold on to a speaker. So this is one of the reason I got was to put two speakers on this, two line arrays, or two 12s, or dual 215 on each side. I'm getting myself a T bar like this. So I'm gonna have two speakers on top of this T bar here. Each speaker's this one's holds about 60 pounds per side, so 120, and this is strong enough for two speaker, two of these, or two of the EKX 12, EKX 15, ETX 12, or ETX 15, anything that doesn't exceed 60 pounds on each size. And then the total weight on the pole is 145 pounds. So, you know, and it has potentials. The reason I get this stand is that to make it look, you know, nice and flawless instead of the traditional three-legged stands. It takes up a lot of space. This pole here, you know, it serves that purpose. Now, one thing that I'm very uncomfortable with these pole stand is that, you know, you got a potential people knocking it down, push it, and make the subwoofer pole bent or anything. You know, the potential of mishap has a lot of great potential mishap. Now, if any of you designer, engineer out there, the best one I've seen, that's I've seen some videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Some manufacturer overseas, they have a subwoofer stand that it isn't a singular pole. It actually has, you know, you thread this in, and then you have four legs that, you know, sits on four ends of the subwoofer. It gives a lot of support for anything, you know, that you put on a pole. So for any of you engineer out there that wants to incorporate or design something like that, that will be a godsend speaker stand to have it on a subwoofer instead of a singular pole here. You know, as you can see, regardless of the weight of the speaker, you will get that sway, that swing. But if you have, you know, the four-legged that just rest onto the subwoofer, that will be an ideal subwoofer pole to have. So as you can see, cranking it up is very easy, as well as bringing it down. No force at all. Very easy. This cranks up from 40 to 63 inches tall from the height of your subwoofer. So that's, you know, that's pretty good height to have on a pole, you know, to get it past ear level of listeners. You get that nice projection, so no one blocks the sound. And maybe I should put a shimmer into there to get it straightened up. Like I said, I'm very particular when it comes to set things up. I like everything proportional. Straight is straight. I don't like seeing it lopsided like that. Okay, so yeah, this is just a, you know, a review of this stand here. I'm not sure whether I should keep it or return it. Not sure. All right. So yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And by the way, I'm not being paid by any of these companies that I review. I buy it to review it, so you don't have to. And if you see the video is very helpful, you know, give me a thumbs up, like it, share, subscribe. All right, take care. Thank you.